So I've just gotten up out of bed and I've seen the news. Damian Lillard has requested a trade out of the Portland Trail Blazers. Wow. I mean, to be honest, I'm not really too surprised. I understand why this trade happened, and it does make sense. When you look at the timeline of the Portland Trail Blazers going young, with Scoot Henderson, with Sharp and Simons at the forefront, it does make sense. Dame doesn't really fit their timeline, and although he is the franchise GOAT, it's just like, how can Dame be a part of something so young when he wants to compete for a title? And the Portland Trail Blazers, I mean, they re-signed Jeremiah Grant, but they failed in Dame's mission of trying to compete for a championship. And also, yeah, when you can't bring in another star next to Grant, Dame, it makes sense for why he wanted to leave. I mean, he said multiple times, if they fail, he has no problem with requesting a trade. I'll play that clip actually right now so you guys can see. Again, if you guys did live under a rock and miss that clip. Yeah, so I thought it would be an interesting one. Obviously, he has requested a trade to the Miami Heat. So the aim of this video is just to kind of make a couple mock trades that I think are viable for both parties, and how he becomes a Heat member, I don't actually know. But before we go into the actual trades that I made up myself, let's go forward with what it does actually mean for the Portland Trail Blazers and for the Miami Heat. Okay, so the Portland Trail Blazers. I mean, you just drafted with the third overall pick, Scoot Henderson, who's been labeled as a generational point guard talent. When you think about it, Scoot, Dame in the backcourt, that's pretty bad. Two undersized guards who would struggle defensively. They don't really complement each other. It's not like CJ Dame. Scoot's more of that slasher. He can play make and he needs it in his hands. And Dame's almost the same. I mean, he can slash, but he can also shoot off the dribble. He can shoot off the catch too, but he's more valuable off the dribble, I think. And the fact that they both need it, to me, it would mean Scoot would have to come off the bench because they do already have Simons there as well, who we'll get into a minute. But yeah, it wouldn't really make too much sense. And although that is a scary, I guess, point guard to have off your bench, he probably would have competed for the Sixth Man of the Year title. It's just like, why would you waste your third overall pick's potential off the bench in his rookie year? It just wouldn't make any sense. So I'm very glad the Portland Trail Blazers finally laid down the law and they made a move that is beneficial long-term for their organization. Although Dame is the franchise GOAT and it's sad to see him go, it's what needed to be done. Portland obviously have Simons, who's one of the toughest shot makers that the league has to offer. His upsides, I don't know, some may say it's limited, but personally, he's probably one of my favorite players in the league. He's a terrific, tough shot maker. He can shoot off the catch, shoot off the dribble. Sometimes he takes questionable shots, but I mean, he's just gifted. He's a freak athlete, and I think his ceiling is far from reach, especially he's like 22, 23. There's still a lot to love about Simons. And then Sharp. Sharp's probably the most intriguing prospect that the Portland Trail Blazers have. I mean, he's a 6'7", 6'6" shooting guard. We did see towards the end of last season, he absolutely put on some phenomenal performances. So, I mean, if Sharp can get it together with Scoot and with Simons, I think that's a very scary young core to build around, especially with Dame being gone. I mean, to get Dame, you're going to have to give a lot because it's Damian Lillard. I mean, I don't think you're getting Dame by giving up Tyler Hero, Duncan Robertson picks. I really don't. I think you do have to give up a guy like Bam Adebayo, and I'll name the trade that I think is the most viable option. So to me, you're going to have to give up Bam Adebayo, Duncan Robinson, Nikola Jokic to get Damian Lillard. And I know they don't want to give up Bam and they're pretty reluctant to get rid of him. But at the end of the day, if you're getting Damian Lillard to pair up with Jimmy Butler and you want to take the next heights to potentially win a championship, I don't know who you value. I don't even think it's worth trading for Dame if you have to give up Bam Adebayo. I would stick to my guns and probably keep him, as harsh as that is. I know they really want him and that's where his preferred destination is. But at the end of the day, if you're the general manager of the Portland Trail Blazers and the Knicks come knocking down, they just have so many assets. I mean, Jalen Brunson, Randall to get it started, but then Quentin Grimes, RJ Barrett, Mitchell Robertson, Emmanuel Quickley. There's just so much there. Even Josh Hart, who's very good friends with Dame Lillard, who will be definitely recruiting Dame to the Knicks. I think they're a much more realistic option to get Dame. And I think it would be awesome to see a superstar finally go to the Knicks. I mean, I haven't seen it since Carmelo Anthony. And yeah, put him in the right stead to break the drought, to win an NBA championship, which is all the Knicks fans really want. But yeah, I just wanted to come on the mic, quickly discuss this trade. Let us know what you guys think. Where's Dame headed? Is he going to become a Miami Heat member, a New York Knicks member? What's the best scenario for Dame? What's the best trade for Dame? If you guys did enjoy, make sure you leave a sub. Make sure you leave a like, comment. It's been Marks from the Bench Mob. We've enjoyed having you guys on today. For now, I'll catch you guys next time.